Hi, I'm Ben. Today we're going to be bleeding brakes on this car. Basically, your brake system is a big hydraulic piston. So you've got fluid that is actually driven through tubes and drives a piston that's in this caliper. If you have air in that system, the brakes don't work. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this piece of hardware right here, which is called a bleeder. We're going to open this up. My partner in the car is going to press the brake pedal, and what that's going to do is going to drive the fluid out. So we're going to open it and close it several times, and that's going to get all the air out of the system. We're going to use this handy dandy thing right here, basically a bottle with a cable and a tube to collect all the brake fluid. You'll notice I've got black nitrile gloves on, mainly because brake fluid is some really nasty stuff. It's pretty cancerous, so you don't want to go sipping on it. Bleeding brakes is definitely a two-person job. I've got my partner, Larry, in the car.
Howdy.
And he's going to be working the brake pedal. So part of the process here is to have really good communication with your partner. He's going to press the brake pedal. I'm going to operate the valve. So we need to talk. When I open the valve, I'm going to tell Larry open. He's going to press the brake down almost to the floor and say down. Then I'm going to close the valve and say closed. Then he's going to release the brake and say up. Back and forth until we don't see any more air bubbles coming out. Then we know we've bled the brakes effectively. All right, so we're going to use a box end wrench here. You want to make sure to do that. There is nothing worse than a stripped bleeder in this job. So we're going to get going here. We should see some bubbles, and then we should see some clean fluid. You want to go until you see nice clean fluid, no bubbles in the flow. It's closed right now. Larry, are you ready to go?
Yep.
All right, so I am open.
Down.
Closed.
Up.
Open.
Down.
Closed. And we're getting nice clean flow already. So we should be okay. You're going to want to do this starting with the brake the farthest away from the master cylinder. That's usually the passenger side rear, and work your way around the car 2 or 3 times just to make sure that all the air is nice and cleared out. So as you're bleeding the brakes, you're going to want to keep very careful attention on the master cylinder here. If the fluid level drops below the pickup area, you're going to suck air into the system and have to start all over again. So keep a fresh bottle of brake fluid on hand. Don't keep an open bottle any more than 3 weeks, otherwise it starts to go bad. You'll also want to have a funnel available so that anytime you need to add more fluid, which you will, you just drop it right in. All right, so we're going to head back down to the bottom by the brake here, and I'm going to ask my partner to press on the brakes to see if anything's leaking. So the final step in any brake bleed is to have your partner in the car clamp down really hard on the brake pedal and look for any leakage that might be coming out in any of these fittings. It's also a good opportunity for him to give the brakes a feel. You can tell the difference between a good and a bad bleed pretty well. So Larry, you want to press down on that pedal? Tell me how you feel.
It feels pretty solid, not mushy.
All right, and I'm not seeing any brakes. Give me another good hard push.
Okay, got it.
It's looking good. I think we're all set. If you've got any questions, click on the comments and ask me a question about this or any other job, and we'll be able to set up a Skype session and talk about any of that in the future.